2018 Mercedes-Benz G-Class 2012-2018 Review. The good points of Mercedes-Benz G-Class 2012-2018. Off-road capability. Endearing character. Premium feel and quality build. Timeless and upmarket. The bad points of Mercedes-Benz G-Class 2012-2018. Difficult to justify. Expensive to acquire and run. True ability rarely needed. Outclassed on road by rivals. The Mercedes-Benz G-Class has been around production more than 40 years, when it has evolved from a utilitarian working vehicle into a globally recognized status symbol. Nevertheless, it's got retained those core abilities and improved incrementally through the years. Watch concerning the all-new 2018 Mercedes G-Class here. Depending with your perspective, if off-road ability is essential, you could consider a Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk, a Range Rover, Land Rover Discovery, or possibly a Toyota Land Cruiser to become fair rivals. If luxury and gratification are more valuable to your account, then the Porsche Cayenne, Bentley Bentayga or Maserati Levant are usually more appealing alternatives. Either way, the G-Class is not a lone comparison. Along with the underlying 4K, the old solid axle, indirect steering and off-road focused chassis are only able to be tweaked up to now towards good handling and road manners. Mercedes-Benz worked as a chef wonders in the evolution on this model, but it's now due for replacement, and faces the enviable position for being valued with the unchanging nature from it, instead of being obsolete. G-Wagen, powerful engines and capable transmission. Under the bonnet with the G-Class lies weather 213 horsepower 3.0-liter turbocharged diesel engine that outputs an amazing maximum pulling power of 540 Nm, or possibly a Mercedes-AMG V8 petrol. Official figures: the diesel will average 25.2 miles per gallon, which reflects a hefty 2,570 kilograms weight and permanent mechanical 4x4, hence the engine on the G350D must work hard to have moving. Mercedes-Benz G-Class buyers inside UK can enjoy the rather aggressive 540 horsepower Mercedes-AMG G63 when they wish to stop diesel. To cope with the twin-turbocharged V8 engine, further modifications are designed to suspension and brakes, allowing a premier speed of 130 miles per hour limited and 0.62 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds. Drama is made by the distinctive quad exhaust pipes that exit below the trunk passenger doors. This aggressive, instantly recognized performance SUV has changed into a staple of gangster rap videos, an urban status symbol which is ludicrous yet, somehow, thoroughly acceptable. You might say a Hummer or a Lamborghini LM002 wasn't. For that amount of extrovert, the 4x4x2, 6x6 Graben Mercedes Maybach G65 Landaulet provide, to have an appropriate cost. Despite how light it is, the G-Class performs well as smooth 7-speed automatic gearbox really helps to deliver a soothing driving experience. From driving, the G-Class feels imperious and, while it's less competent while traveling as some on the alternatives such as the Porsche Cayenne, it's still a superb car they are driving. Age has advantages, too, of the same quality: visibility throughout the flat windscreen, slim pillars, as well as a close, compact dashboard is quite different to the feeling in a cost-setting, protective modern SUV. Weaving the narrow-bodied G-Class through city streets and narrow tracks is significantly easier compared to the weight, cost and image to be a big off-roader suggests. An extensive standard equipment list. The G-Class is dear, but it includes a long list of standard equipment, as well as features, for example cruise control and climate control. They come in premium kit including an upmarket media system, SatNav as well as an electrically adjustable controls. Further boosting its abilities are myriad electronic assistance systems. Buyers aiming to personalize their G-Class won't be disappointed either. Mercedes comes with a wide array of options, including different interior and exterior trim finishes and multiple alloy wheel choices. Also available is really a comprehensive assortment of advanced features, like radar-guided cruise control, and accessories as being a tow bar. The verdict: the G-Class is probably going to appeal to some limited collection of buyers because of its price and boxy styling, but its a wide range of charisma as well as off-road capabilities take time and effort to beat. Of course, the G-Class has become continually evolving and developing to adopt advantage of new technology while still meeting the requirements of its customers. Regarded by many as one with the most enduring and iconic cross-country vehicles, the G-Class combines impressive off-road abilities using a prestige badge, a high-quality interior and upmarket equipment. So important could be the style and construction with the G-Class. When replacing the model, Mercedes-Benz invested significant amounts in putting together a new vehicle that barely strays on the original, despite substantial adjustments to body, chassis, suspension and technology. It's very difficult to stop it moving off-road, and yes, it hasn't stopped moving out of showrooms despite age and high pricing. Scroll on for that full Mercedes-Benz G-Class review. Commanding driving position. Incredible visibility and sight lanes. Mercedes-AMG G63 is intoxicating. A 3.0-liter turbocharged V6 diesel engine shows that, in spite of the vehicle's high curb weight, Mercedes-Benz G-Class performance is nice. The engine generates 213 horsepower and 540 Nm of pulling power, allowing your vehicle to accelerate from 0-62 miles per hour in the relatively rapid 9.1 seconds. If you're feeling brave, and you've enough room, the engine will push the G-Class nearly 109 miles per hour. Power is transmitted to all or any four wheels using a smooth-shifting 7-speed automatic transmission that operates without intrusion and changes gear quickly. Gearshift paddles are designed for the controls, enabling you to override the transmission if need be. Those that are looking for a G-Class which offers more performance will want to look to the Mercedes-AMG G63 version. Performance is, inside a straight line, superb, as crammed relating to the chassis rails is usually a 5.5-liter twin-turbocharged V8. It outputs 540 horsepower and 760 Nm of pulling power, which catapults the G-Class from 0-62 miles per hour in 5.4 seconds, which has a ferocious roar. Agricultural chassis, tuned well. Seats and insulation excellent. Can be unsaddled on port tarmac. Mercedes-Benz G-Class handling is better described as vague but endearing. There's a lot of grip offered, but the steering is overly heavy, lacks precision, and yes, it doesn't self-center quickly enough. The G-Class turns in very slowly, plus the whole experience is similar to piloting a somewhat wayward oil tanker, especially if you're driving out. This all might sound bad, but, legitimately, the G-Class remains a satisfying car to operate a vehicle. After all, it's not designed just as one off-roader with sporting pretensions. It's easy to position on the highway thanks to its boxy shape and well-defined corners, particularly when you have got used towards the rather ponderous steering. If one does overstep the objective somewhat, a digital stability control system, powerful anti-lock brakes with an emergency brake assistance feature will assist rein the Mercedes-Benz in. At speed you will have to have used to continually feeding in small steering inputs to hold the G-Class under control, as it's got a tendency to wander slightly after hitting bumps or ruts. This really is amplified from the Mercedes-AMG G63, with stiffer suspension along with a slight improvement in ground clearance. brute force on-road becomes agility off-road. Further bolstering your vehicle's impressive off-road ability could be the 4-wheel electronic traction system 4EDS, 3 fully locking differentials as well as the off-road crawler ratio. These features let the class to help keep moving in rough conditions, even though only one wheel has traction. Unlike most competing 4x4s and SUVs, the class will depend on this mechanical and simple drive to any or all 4 wheels to maintain moving, and electronics are an extra element, not just a substitute. Buyers trying to tow trailers or horse boxes may also be pleased to realize that the class can tow a 750 kg on-brake trailer, as you move the braked towing rating is often a substantial 3,500 kg. Slim pillars, flat windscreen. Remarkably compact dashboard. Vault-like doors and great seats. Clamber in on the Mercedes-Benz G-Wagen and you'll find yourself in the spacious, comfortable and well-trimmed cabin. The construction is superb and virtually anything you touch in your vehicle feels solid and durable. There are myriad electric seat adjustments, and also the steering wheel is electrically adjustable for both height and reach, so it's easy and quick to find a comfortable seating position. Clear instrumentation means you don't must strain to see what's occurring either, helping reduce driver fatigue. The class's controls are commonly laid out in the intuitive and easily accessible fashion, although some with the buttons are smaller than average and could prove hard to operate accurately if you've been wearing winter gloves. The Mercedes upright design means there's a great deal of headroom even though the large windows, narrow pillars and sizable side mirrors mean visibility is great. Heavy car flattens imperfections. Dated suspension could be unsettled. Incredibly capable given choice of abilities. The off-roader has fairly old-fashioned underpinnings, which may compromise Mercedes-Benz G-Class comfort levels, but fortunately that's false. On rough surfaces your vehicle can get unsettled, and there could be quite a lot of body roll at the same time if you drive around corners at speed, but given its sheer bulk and basic chassis design this really is almost unavoidable. It doesn't lean towards the extent which it makes you overly uncomfortable though, since the seats are supportive and hold you set up quite well. Gentle bumps are smoothed out neatly as well, and also the car cruises comfortably on smoother roads. There's a good amount of room for 5 adults, good legroom in the front and back and huge amounts of headroom all around. Wind noise is moderate at speed and there may be a fair penetration of road noise on some surfaces due on the large tires. Mercedes-AMG G63 is unashamedly outrageous. In the sportier Mercedes-AMG G63, comfort can be impressive in spite of the firmer suspension to master body roll. The seats are moderately supportive and hold you in position well, helping minimize the end results too. Rough surfaces can lead on the AMG version becoming unsettled and skittish, which proves problematic when attempting to make good by using its phenomenal power. Gentle bumps are smoothed out somewhat better, and so on smooth roads the Mercedes-Benz cruises without difficulty. During hard acceleration, the engine's glorious mixture of intake and exhaust noise works its way into your cabin, along that has a moderate quantity of wind and road noise. Off-road both driver and passengers are going to be glad to see that the class continues to get moderately comfortable, partly due to chunky grab handles, well-bolstered seats and competent suspension. Perfectly equipped for off-road driving. Extensive standard equipment. Lots of personalized trim options. Pitched being a luxurious and capable off-roader, the Mercedes-Benz G-Class equipment list doesn't disappoint. There's just one trim level available for your V6 diesel G350D. The Night Edition that includes AMG-style wheels and black trim highlights, in addition to the AMG in standard and color editions. the majority of decisions will revolve around the optional extras. Standard Mercedes-Benz G-Class equipment. As you'd hope due to the price tag, the G-Class has an extensive selection of equipment as standard. It includes climate control, electric windows, heated electric leather seats, an auto-dimming rear-view mirror, a color driver's display, an electrically adjustable steering column and head restraints, heated rear seats, a memory function to the seats, head restraints, mirrors and tire, cruise control, a speed limiter function, Bluetooth connectivity, Bixenon headlights, parking sensors and multiple 12-volt sockets. Each G-Class also possesses an upmarket 12-speaker stereo system at the same time as the Mercedes-Benz command system. This includes a 7.0-inch color display, sat-nav, voice control, in-car online with an appropriate phone, a 10 GB music drive along with a media interface with Apple CarPlay, USB and MP3 connectivity. There is also other neat touches, for example front and rear cup holders and also a leather-covered dashboard. The G-Class is in addition equipped using a range of safety systems, for instance electronic stability control, an anti-lock braking mechanism and multiple airbags. Improving the Mercedes-Benz's alwachi impressive off-road abilities can be a standard fit locking differential system allowing you to lock the center, back and front differentials. This allows power to get sent equally to every wheel to boost traction. There's also special crawler system you can engage using a touch of button. It's suitable for heavy-duty off-roading as well as dealing with steep ascents and descents. G350D Night Edition. As the G-Class heads afterwards of production, the G350D emerged with sporty matte black AMG 19-inch alloy wheels and high standard specification. Mercedes-AMG G63. The Mercedes-AMG G63 gets AMG-specific bodywork and trim details, like red brake calipers, 20-inch wheels along with a side exit exhaust system. Mercedes-AMG G63 Color Edition. Specification per the Mercedes-AMG G63, but with a restricted range of bespoke designo colors, black accents and contrast-stitched leather to suit the exterior. Mercedes-Benz G-Class Optional Extras. Driving Assistance Package, including Blind Spot Assist, Distronic Adaptive Cruise Control, Winter Package, including Heated Windscreen, Auxiliary Heater with Handy Remote Control, Night Package, including Matte Black 20-inch alloy wheels, Black body trim and wheel arch extensions, Black bumpers and roof. Entertainment Package, including Rear seat monitors and headphones, Digital TV tuner, Latest technology using a strong body, Incredible quality, Excellent visibility to protect yourself from incidents. Given its durability and rigidity, Mercedes-Benz G-Class safety really should be good. The car hasn't been tested by Euro NCAP, but Mercedes-Benz vehicles are often very safe. The G-Class comes with a lot of safety equipment as standard, including electronic stability control, adaptive brakes to prevent the automobile creeping in traffic or at stoplights, an urgent situation brake assistance system, multiple airbags and whiplash-reducing front head restraints. The Mercedes-Benz also features a trailer stability assist function, which counters trailer sway and improves driver control when towing. Radar-guided cruise control and also a blind spot warning system can be found as options, further increasing the G-Class's safety and reducing driver workload. Compared to your conventional G-Class, the Mercedes-AMG G63 additionally features revised suspension and high-performance brakes. While these do enhance the safety from the vehicle, the sole downside is that thanks towards the sheer power to behead you're more inclined to have a spectacular high-speed incident than you are inside conventional class. As standard, Mercedes limit the superior speed from the G63 to 130 miles per hour, however the option for full performance is offered that has a limit of 143 miles per hour. Large windows feel spacious. Square boot space is immense. Towing capacity also impressive. Due to its boxy shape, upright stance and sheer size, Mercedes-Benz G-Class practicality is usually excellent. There's a large quantity of room inside cabin and space for 5 adults. There aren't many easily accessed storage points though, so that you can occasionally struggle to seek out somewhere to hold things easily and safely. Wisely, the Mercedes-Benz has a large 21-gallon fuel tank. That allows the diesel 4x4 to potentially cover 430 miles when it returns the claimed average economy. Besides the product range issues, additionally it is disappointing to see a restricted amount of places to set things within the cabin. The glove box is small, and there aren't a number of other useful places to save loose items. You won't possess problem fitting a G-Class into conventional parking space. It's both shorter and narrower than, say, a Ford Mondeo. Buyers aiming to tow trailers or horse boxes is likewise pleased to realize that the G-Class can tow a 750 kg on-brake trailer, whilst the braked towing rating can be a substantial 3,500 kg. Despite the G-Class thirst for fuel, the range in the V6 diesel is actually comparatively acceptable simply because of its 96-liter fuel tank. Although expensive to fill, it will allow you to definitely cover around 400 miles between fuel stops. Alt text, Mercedes-Benz G-Class luggage capacity, seats down volume, 2,126 liters, seats up volume, 699 liters. An immense box on wheels, built being a vault and intensely space efficient, the G-Class can contain a remarkable amount. With the back seats constantly in place there's an effective 699 liters of boot space available, 660 from the AMG. That's very little smaller versus the boot within the Volkswagen Touareg. Also it's also considerably bigger compared to 280-liter boot found from the Land Rover Discovery. Drop the spine seats. The G-Class rear safekeeping increases to 2,250 liters. The Mercedes features a multitude of load securing points which is usually combined with optional load compartment covers and nets to hold your shopping or equipment set up. Access on the boot is not hard thanks to your side-hinged rear tailgate, even if this can prove problematic should you park the tail and the G-Class close into a wall or barrier.